This week's Parsha of Tazria, we learn about the very interesting phenomenon of tsaras. Tsaras was found on a person's body in ancient times and was actually a physical manifestation of a spiritual situation. When somebody was talking in a chronic fashion of lashon hara, gossiping about others, that person would get this tsaras on their body, and then they would go to the Kohen, and the Kohen would diagnose the person, and the person would go into seclusion for a few days and go through the purification process before the individual can be returned to society. Now, what's interesting is that the Kohen had to go ahead and make the diagnosis. So the Kohen was quite proficient within the laws of tsaras, how large or small the tsaras was, what shade or color it was. What would be, though, if the Kohen himself had tsaras? Can he go ahead and self-diagnose himself? What's interestingly is that the Kohen cannot self-diagnose. He must go to another Kohen. This would seem to be quite odd. If the Kohen is aware of all the symptoms, all the laws of tsaras, why can he not go ahead and conduct a self-diagnosis? I think this teaches us a great lesson about being self-aware. Many times in our lives, we are confronted with a situation, we're contemplating a certain action or a direction that we want to go embark upon, and we're trying to evaluate the location, or who do I marry, or what job do I take, and we're evaluating the external situation that we want to go ahead and become involved with. Many times, though, we're not paying enough attention to ourselves. Are we aware of ourselves? What's my strengths and weaknesses? How well will I adapt to that situation? What's my stress level? You know, all these different kinds of questions we many times do not pay enough attention to. And that's what the lesson with tsaras is. We have to go ahead and have that self-awareness to go ahead and gauge what our reactions are going to be in many different cases. And that's why the Kohen, even if he himself had a concern about tsaras, he had to go ahead and have someone else diagnose him. Folks, many times in our lives, we contemplate different things and we weigh different things in our heads, whether or not we should go ahead and take that job, have a relationship with that person, but many times we don't reflect enough upon our own self-awareness. And I think that's a great lesson from tsaras. So let us remember that and always have an appropriate self-awareness. Have a wonderful Shabbos.